Wow. Seriously. Well, now we know Zack Snyder's a man that stands behind his decisions. Look at this. So it says here in this title, Zack Snyder almost quit Justice League over removing Jon Stewart's Green Lantern. When Warner Bros. Insisted Zack Snyder remove Jon Stewart's Green Lantern from his Justice League, Snyder admits he nearly quit the film. Zack Snyder nearly quit his Justice League when Warner Bros. Made him remove Jon Stewart's lantern. After several long years, a great deal of fan enthusiasm, the famed Snyder Cut of Justice League has been released into the world. Officially titled Zack Snyder's Justice League, the 4-hour cut was released on HBO Max last Thursday and stands as Snyder's original vision for his third DCEU film of the 5 planned. Okay. This proved to be rather different than the theatrical Justice League, which was overseen by Joss Whedon after Snyder departed following a family tragedy. The Snyder Cut features different characters and arcs, thus making for a richer and much longer viewing experience. One of the characters added to the Snyder Cut is Martian Manhunter, the true form of the DCEU's General Swanwick. He appears briefly after speaking to Lois Lane in the middle of the film and then at the very end with Batman. However, Snyder originally envisioned Jon Stewart to be the surprise hero at the end of Justice League. Y'all know that would have got a major applause, right? Warner Bros. Told him to remove Stewart from the film due to future plans they had for Green Lantern. Okay. It might not have seemed that drastic, but Snyder was actually very displeased by that change. Snyder sat down with Esquire to answer any and all questions about his Justice League. He touched upon the widely discussed epilogue, which featured a new scene with Batman and the Joker. Snyder also acknowledged that the final scene with Martian Manhunter had been filmed in England and that it was used to feature a Green Lantern. When Warner Bros. Made him change it, he almost quit, Snyder said. Alright, so here's his quote. I'm going to read it like Stone Cold Steve Austin because he was probably pissed off. So here's the situation. In that whole sequence, the new is the Batman Joker scene. If this is my last DC movie, I felt it was going to be rude for me to have never gotten Batman and the Joker together in a scene. And so I kind of came up with that scene. That last scene with Martian Manhunter originally I had shot in England. And the dialogue was very similar, but it was supposed to be one of the Lancers. And then the studio had told me I wasn't allowed to shoot anything. That there would be no film made of any kind. During production, that was a thing that they insisted on. And I shot the stuff anyway. Of course, in my yard. And one of the things I shot was Green Lantern scene. And then they asked me, and I said, what? When they saw the movie and I saw that I put it there, they take it out. And I said that I would quit if they tried to take it out. And I felt bad. The truth is I didn't want the fans to not have a movie. Just on that one stand, that's what I was going to take. And the Green Lantern was Jon Stewart. And that was part of it too. I was like, I don't want to take a person of color out of this movie. Hell, Stone Cold Steve Austin worked with The Rock all the time. That's right there in the quote there, son. So it said, Zack Snyder said he talked about Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. I'm not going to do it. But then I felt like having Harry Lennox as Martian Manhunter at the end, and that was okay. I'm sure that's how Zack was snapping when he was, doing the interview. Snyder's dedication to keeping Jon Stewart in the film, especially since he's a character of color, is admirable. Yes, it is. WB was like, admirable, but mistaken. We have plans for him in the future. Use the Martian Manhunter. Justice League was to be everything he wanted to put on the screen. Snyder specifically turned down a paycheck so he could maintain creative control. That's why. Interesting. To have to alter one character at the behest of the studio was likely difficult. However, as Snyder pointed out, it would have made much sense to deprive fans of this Justice League just because of a small character change. The scene works perfectly well with Martian Manhunter anyway, though it would have been thrilling to see Jon Stewart. Yes. I think Jon Stewart's a more popular character than Martian Manhunter, I believe. Justice League still featured 2 Green Lanterns, though. One was a blink and you'll miss it. Yeah, Easter egg. Yeah, that's true. Snyder recently confirmed that he had an idea to include a couple Green Lanterns, including Ryan Reynolds. Oh my God! Man, you don't understand how much I was hoping to see him show up. I really was. Sadly, those never came to pass, though Warner Bros. Had their own plans in the works with the upcoming Green Lantern series on HBO Max. Snyder was prepared to make his last stand over Jon Stewart, but luckily it worked out all right in the end. Yeah, so, wow, man. Boy. Very interesting. I really would have liked to see how, a Green Lantern that wasn't Kilowog or some other crazy looking creature or whatever, how it would have looked. I really want to know how you made the suit look and all that stuff. That would have been really interesting. Zach, you already had my respect, but you got my respect even more. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think about this. And if you enjoyed my reaction to this story, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share.